What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is more Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And if you missed the first episode, basically, long story short, is I don't know what these song names are. Everything is pretty much completely blind except for that I know that they're songs from Xenoblade 3, and that I was told to listen to these before I start playing. That is all the context I know. That is the first on this channel. I always have the song name and the game. This time I just have the game. So I will be playing this game. By the time you're seeing this, it'll be probably 2 months ago, but it'll be here at Jesse's VODs. So we have two songs requested by Garvin and NX. Don't know when these play. Don't know what they're called. So that's it. More Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Don't know the composer. Don't know anything. Let us begin with the first song in this batch of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Let's go. Oh. Yeah. Violin and electric guitar. I have a guess at what this is what's happening here, but I'll explain later. Maybe not. Maybe I don't. Oh, the symbols are really drowned out, but still sounds cool. Cool riff. Ah. Dude, the drummer is killing it. Whoa. We are riffing it up right now. Oh, that was a big scratch. I recognize that sound. Oh, this like metal / orchestral thing? It sounds really big. Like it already sounds bigger than the first two. Oh, that was cool. Ooh, man. It's very chromatic. Oh my gosh. Did they outdo themselves? The timing, the way the rhythm of this song feels is really like staggering. Ba, ba, ba. There's a lot of syncopation in the rhythm. It's like very like. Da 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 da. Oh my gosh, this soundtrack is a little nuts. Okay, so just to give you an idea, the last couple songs I heard were really solemn and slow and piano. And I mean, I wasn't gonna judge it off of that, but that was already way different. To me, this feels like I know it's really early on, but to me, this feels like that Monolith just has this kind of obsession with like topping themselves. When I first heard One's soundtrack, or Definitive Edition in my case, that was already like really amazing soundtrack. And I'm not gonna like choose a favorite. I like 1 and 2 equally. But I heard 2's stuff and I'm like, okay, wow, it really seems like they wanted to enhance it, wanted it to have a better sound, and you can just tell that there was more oomph in it. This one feels like even more oomph than 2 now. More powerful, more orchestra, more vocals, more, production values like kind of somehow even tighter, and it just sounds really well done, This was quite a contrast from the slow songs I just heard. And again, I have no song title here, but I have played 1 and 2, and I can take guesses all day, but it's not as black and white as it seems to me. At first I was like, okay, it's just the battle theme. But I don't know. Battle themes can sound like this, but this was a 4-minute and 25-second song, and that did not have that much loop. I mean, you could loop it, but that was like a whole song, even with the ending, with the instant stop. So, my guess, all I can do is guess, really, and look back on these later and either cringe or be like, aha. But all I can do is guess. And to me, based on the length of the song, it sounded to me more like one of the big cinematic songs in the game. For example, I cannot remember the song title in the first game right now, I'm sorry. Engage the Enemy? Pretty sure, yeah. The one where all the crying happens. And then a 2 is Counterattack, for sure. So maybe this one is like that song in that game. Or maybe there's a couple songs like that. So maybe, either way, what I'm saying is this one feels like a cutscene to me, rather than just a fight. But maybe, I don't know, who knows? If that's just like a regular encounter, that'd be nuts. Because it's really powerful. It's really powerful. But one thing I noticed, and the reason I'm saying all this stuff that it sounds bigger and badder, is because the guitar work already is so much more like heavy. Like, don't get me wrong, 1 and 2s can get heavy, but this is like straight metal stuff, And not only that, is they made a not only chromatic guitar riff sound super heavy, but a non-palm muted guitar riff sound heavy. Everything in metal and hard rock is muted. That tick, 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 tick. It's the strings are cut off. It's chuggy. It's all that. But these are just da 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 da. It's really legato and fluid and open. And yet it still sounds aggressive as hell. That's insane. It kind of reminded me of just to give an example. It's a weird example, but it works, just to hear like the difference of like, that closed sound versus that open sound. In this song, it happens immediately, so you can hear the difference. There is a song from the band called Children of Bodom called If You Want Peace, Prepare for War. And the intro is similar. It's a chromatic riff, but it's palm muted. It's really chunky. And as soon as the band kicks in, the drums kick in, the same riff opens up. And you can hear that like just wider guitar sound. This is nuts. There was a lot of really impressive drum things here and the guitars, but everything else is cool too. I'm just gonna move on to the next one. Again, don't know what it's called, but this is the... Oh, this one's 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh my gosh. 8-minute song? Hold on. 8-minute song? What the hell is 8 minutes? I'm trying to think of how many 8-minute songs I've heard in 1 and 2. Anyways, okay. Well, this is the next song. Boss theme immediately comes to mind. Like nothing else besides boss theme comes to mind. It's early though. The soundtrack is heavy. Ooh. That climbing ascension sound, that's really good. Oh, this sounds really like intimidating. It's like I can feel it on my chest. Okay, there's a lot of vocals in 3. Maybe the most out of all of them. Oh my gosh, dude. This soundtrack is nuts. It almost doesn't even sound like Xenoblade to me. Whoever the drummer is in this is... Wow. Keyboards, finally? Oh my god. I'm scared. Oh my god. We're not even halfway through. Oh, that's so good. This is Latin? It has to be Latin, right? I'm like legit scared. It's like... It's so intense. Okay, a little breather. Oh, that's so ominous. Boom, boom, boom. I feel like I need water for whatever is going to happen. Holy shit, dude. They went crazy with the vocals in this game. Oh my god. These are some of the most intimidating vocals I've ever heard in a video game. I'm not even joking. Holy. They really turned it up in this game. There's so much pulse, rhythmic pulse in this song. And groove. Woo! I gotta hide my tears. Oh my. Boom. Big opens bridge right here. This sounds like a final boss. This sounds like way late game boss. That's why I'm so confused, because I was given this song early. What is happening? How is this gonna end? You see that meme where it's Patrick wearing like a purple sweater and it says like, "Mom, pick me up, I'm scared." Dude. I don't know if it's like recency bias or like the hype surrounding it or like the nerve that I know thousands of people are going to watch me listen to these songs and play this game. You know, there's a bit of aura in the air, right? A lot of people are expecting these videos. But this soundtrack is nuts. And I've only heard not that many songs. I think with this total, I probably heard maybe like 6 or 7 songs, something like that. This is nuts. And not having the song titles. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'm seeing this. I don't know if you can see that. It says Xenoblade They just say nothing. It just say original soundtrack. The data was scrubbed off of them. So again, all I was told was to hear these before I start the game, which could mean anything. It could mean anything. I could be getting trolled. I don't know. And to be honest, I don't want to know. Because then that makes things even more interesting, right? My assumption would be, oh, okay, just give me the songs that get played early in the game. That way I, duh, right? It makes sense before I start playing the game. Now I'm not so sure. Now, who knows? Maybe I was just, here you go, just to throw me for a loop. That, to me, sounded like a final boss in any other game. Also, I should say, this doesn't even sound like Xenoblade to me. I know it sounds weird, but it doesn't at all. Then again, I'll say this. 1 and 2 are kind of similar. X is obviously its own thing, and apparently 3 is its own thing. I was thinking 3 would be sounding like 1 and 2. 1 and 2 have a similar sound, even though they're different. This doesn't sound like 1 or 2 at all. I wouldn't even think this is Xenoblade. This sounds like I'm fighting, what's the character? Ludwig? In Bloodborne? This is what that sounds like. If you listen to Ludwig the Holy Blade, or the Accursed, something like that, whatever, that's what it sounds like. I cannot believe what I just heard. Also, I think I recognize the motif for the first time. I don't know what song, but I feel somewhere, somehow, at some point in my life, I've heard da 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 da. That those intervals, yeah, the descending. I've heard that somewhere, probably in another Xenoblade song. I'm pretty sure. Also, dude, the drummer, the drummer is killing it. I would have to assume that it's still like Ace and Kenji Hiramatsu and all that, but I really have no idea. I have no idea, especially after what I've heard. Who knows? But one thing is clearly separating 3 from the rest, and that is the energy, but the vocals. The operatic vocals is totally its own thing in 3, I can tell. Male vocal, female vocal, choir. It's really intense. And I don't know where they got the inspiration from, but it's so powerful. It sounds like what... Now that I'm hearing this, it sounds like maybe this is where like Soken got inspired for Final Fantasy 16, that kind of thing. This is intense as hell. And not to say Xenoblade can't get intense, but damn, dude, this sounded like I was in like the fiery pits of hell fighting Satan. That was nuts. So considering both these two songs are on the higher energy side, I mean, the simple thing is be like, okay, 2 battle themes, but I'm trying to think past that because I have experience with the first 2 games, so I'm really trying to like place it. Where do those go? The second one for sure is a boss fight. There's like, you can't even tell me any different. I don't know where, who, what, why, but that is a boss fight. But so does the first. The first one sounds like one too, but I don't know. That's a long song. 8 minutes. 30. The vocals are so powerful that like, they're intimidating. It sounds like they're screaming at me. And it's frightening, It's that's the only way I can put it. It's very intimidating operatic vocals, and those just weren't a thing in 1 and 2. Not like this. Man, not having a song title is just messing me up. But cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna knock it. It's pretty fun not having any context besides what game it comes from. It's very interesting. That was I'm just gonna say this now. That song is one of the most intense songs I've had on the channel. Period. Not Xenoblade, not just on this channel. That was very intense. A lot of power. One of the most powerful songs I've heard, probably ever. It did not feel like 8 minutes and 30 seconds. That was like a really fun ride, It had everything. It had the power. It had the unique motifs. Like you can remember that, right? But not only that, it had a groove. So there was a lot of memorable things going on. There's things I probably missed. I have to hear that multiple times. That was sick. You know what that's giving me? when I first, before I played Nier Automata and I listened to the songs just like I'm doing now, there was one song that stuck out to me, and that was Dark Colossus Kaiju. And I said, I'm like, I can't wait to hear this song in the game. And that became one of my favorite songs ever. I'm getting that feeling here. It's like brewing. So I don't know. It's too early to say, and it could be recency, but that's one of the best songs I've heard. That was just filled with talent and prowess and just remarkable sounds. I can't even imagine where that plays. Anyways, both are fantastic though. If I find out that these two songs are connected to each other, like a phase 1 into a phase 2 or something, or like they're in the same map area, then I'm gonna freak out. But again, I don't know the rhyme or reason these songs were paired together or anything. I just know that they exist. But considering this video was extreme compared to the last video, which was very sad and somber and emotional, I feel like Xenoblade 3 is going to be a of emotions, which sounds about right considering the first two games. Whew. Thank you to Garvin, of course, Garvin and NX. Shout out Garvin. I don't know which one they sent either. I'm just thanking them both. But Garvin has been around for many years. And then NX has been here for like every episode of Xenoblade that I've done. So, whoo. Okay, so I will see you in the playthrough, which is probably over already. And I don't know if I said it earlier, but by the time you're seeing this, this was like probably 2 months ago or 3 months ago. So, yeah. And that's just to avoid spoilers, you know. So, anyways, thank you to the requesters. Thanks to everyone you see here. See you in Xenoblade 3. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. See you in more songs coming up next. Peace.